All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol WKHS, Workhorse Group Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So Workhorse Group Inc. has actually continued the bullish run. I had stated yesterday this was going to be a very narrow stretch. We're going to have to pay close attention to how this stock is reacting. How quickly was it going to start moving to newer highs? And also, the 50-day moving average was catching up to the price. Well, we currently see here that Workhorse has been in an upward trend since the lows of 1514, and it's continuing to work its way up to newer highs. At the end of the day, it's been in a bullish trajectory, and it's catching up to all these resistance levels on the way down that are significant. It's been breaking through them. It just broke through a recent one again, and now the next one's up here at 23.39, and then the next one's up here at 23.82, and then when we go all the way up, 24.40. Once 24.40 is broken through, the next ones are way up here at 27, and then $30, and so on. But right now, this has been in an upward trajectory, upward trend, and they've gotten contracts. They've gotten different contracts. We're still also with the USPS contract as well, waiting on that, and so forth. So all those things are creating this catalyst. Earnings, was not as good as anticipated, but people are still excited for what's to come for Workhorse. I mean, Workhorse has a long way to go, and they're actually growing and expanding, and much people as investors are actually excited and believing in the company's innovation and prosperity in the near future. So we're going to see what continues to happen here. All I know is that it's been running up. We're seeing clear signs of a bullish run here. And as long as the bulls continue to break through resistance levels, they're going to continue to dominate these charts. So let's go ahead and see here some important factors, which is our new resistance and support based off the last couple hours of the day. It's a narrow stretch again because the volatility happened before, and as it quieted down, we have some numbers here to see. And then I'm going to talk about this a little bit broader. So the lowest point reached before, as this leveled off and continued to run, was down here at 21.22. That's actually already below the 50-day moving average. That's probably one of the most important support levels to keep in mind, and pay close attention to how this stock is reacting before it breaks through that, or if it does break through that, it will start to hit newer lows and get deeper into bearish territory. Now, the 50-day moving average is 21.30. As long as we're above it, the bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are in control. So keep that number in mind, 21.30. Now, on the other spectrum of things, which is the highest point reached in this bullish run, is up here at 23.61. Super important number. And just to go ahead and get it to the T, it's showing me here 23.60. So 23.60 is a very important number to keep in mind, because if that gets broken through, this will hit newer highs, and that's the highest point reached in this bullish run. So we have the lowest number recently and one of the highest numbers that are the most important for the next coming days and week. Now, let's look at what's important for tomorrow. So this resistance level needs to be broken through by the bulls so that this does not catch up to the price. So this right here is our 50-day moving average. If this continues to catch up to the price, by default, it could end up in bearish territory and giving leverage to the bears. Now, if this resistance is broken through, we're still in bullish territory, and we're going to look at this closely now. So, resistance. Our resistance is 23.29, and the bulls need to break through that. They need to turn that into a support so that this can continue to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. So this is significant for the bulls to continue the run and actually break through the highest point before it started to fall and level off, and that's 23.29. And clearly you can see here that's basically a rejection that was formed after hitting the highs, kind of went down sideways, and then it got rejected and leveled off down here where we're at right now. So the bulls need to break through 23.29, turn that into a support, and start to break away from it to reach newer highs. On the other hand, we have our support level, and that's 22.42. If 22.42 gets broken through, this will be on its way to newer lows, newer support levels, and I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to how this stock is reacting between support and the 50-day moving average, and how quickly this is moving to newer lows. Because if you look at it, we're still in bullish territory after the support is broken through, but the closer this gets to the 50-day moving average, the closer the bears are to their goal, which is getting below the 50-day moving average and getting into bearish territory. So super important to keep in mind how this stock is reacting, how quickly is it moving to newer lows, and actually pulling away from this support level, which is then turned into a resistance level the lower it goes. And yes, you're going to want to look for when the bulls appear. The bulls do have the opportunity to reappear here in bullish territory, but they're still going to have to aim for the goal of breaking through 23.29 to reach newer highs and maintain this bullish control over the chart. But I just want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to how this stock is reacting. How quickly is it moving to newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear? If this breaks through the support, which is 22.42. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. And on these scheduled dates, the S&P 500 index is rising due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. What does that mean for us as investors? Well, if the S&P 500 index is rising, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it. They're rising up anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share, sometimes even more. Obviously, you have to do your due diligence and research, but I know that per share, it may not sound like a lot, but that does add up per share. I mean, keep in mind, 30 cents to $3 per share does add up. I know that I always say profits are profits, and if you put $1 into the market and you got back $2, you've done a great job. And that's what this is all about here, so that we can all learn and grow together, and also so that I can inform every single investor and viewer on the great news that there is an opportunity to maximize profits. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you profits in the video. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just analyzing the S&P 500 index and putting the dates and the charts side by side so you can see for yourself that they speak for themselves. Literally, it's showing it in the charts, and on the specific dates you could see it. And if it's rising up, there's individual ticker symbols within it rising up. So you have to do your due diligence, as I stated, and research. But it is an opportunity, whether the market's going up or the market's going down, to maximize profits and minimize losses. Now, again, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to enlighten every single viewer and investor on the great news that there is an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. Check out the video. I wouldn't want you guys to overlook it. I just did the most updated one for this week, and you'll see in the chart what I explain, and then look at the S&P 500 index today, how it reacted, and you will see everything that I talked about is in that video. It's very informative and helpful. I wouldn't want you guys to miss it. It's super good information for every single investor to be better equipped weekly. It's a weekly series that I do, so stay tuned for more as long as the Federal Reserve continues to pump the markets. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.